Green flag is waving here. We wish Peter Good the world of hope. Good recovery. We're ready now for our Honda Cadet final. Away we go then for the Honda Cadet A final. Good start for Ethan Simmons as they go into turn one for the first time in this last race of the day, and looks like the top two have already got clear. Now the question is who's gone with Ethan Simmons. It looks like it might be Wesley SWAIN as they all file now into the first big braking zone, and round has gone the number 64 that is, and that's a broken front bumper as well for Reggie Hayward, so that's a real shame because Hayward was up in the top 15 early on in this race, and unfortunately he's going to have to retire with that. In fact, be quite careful as he comes back to the pits because that's significant damage on the front of the number 64. And does see into the car running around with damage as well. Does see trouble. But Jaydan GREGG has gone with Ethan Simmons. And Jaydan GREGG has been very, very quick so far today. 0.15 behind Ethan Simmons in the early stages of this one. Rush out for Mitchell Gibbons there in the E plate. And coming up the inside now, the O-plated Connor Duncan. Great move there on the number 72, which also looks like it's got damage. There is a very unhappy driver of the number 64. Reg Hayward out of this race. Not even completed one lap. It's a real shame for Hayward. He's driven very, very well so far today. Around to finish lap number 2 then. Early leaders, Ethan Simmons still leading ahead of Jaydan GREGG. Wesley SWAIN not too far behind as well. Mitchell Gibbons now on the move into 4th place. Macie Hitter following through in 5th. Oscar TEUTEN is back out. Ah, okay. So that's a very pleasant surprise. Oscar TEUTEN was involved in an accident earlier in the day, which brought out a red flag, and he wasn't allowed to take part in his 3rd heat of the day. But he has now recovered sufficiently to be out back again in this race. So look out for Oscar TEUTEN trying to come through. It's already up to 17th place. Contact warning for Johan Kallichern in 14th. And 9.5 minutes on the clock to go. And going on there between Josh AGAMBAR and the number 15 of Ryotaro Sakai in 44. CHARMAN not too far behind as well. Fastest lap of the race has just gone in from Mitchell Gibbons. As very, very defensive driving there. Jack Hobson in the number 29, trying to hold on to positions. He's starting to slip back a little bit. There go your leaders. Ethan Simmons still controlling this one out front. Jaydan GREGG second. Top 4 has broken away with Wesley SWAIN and Mitchell Gibbons forming up the rest of the field. Just let you know as well, our novice, Riley Wright, the only novice that made the A final, 28. Difficult because Casey Lynch is also second and tired on this race. That's great stuff from drive earlier in the day. 8 minutes to go. Here are Sakai and Hobson, 6th and 7th. Back past Josh AGAMBAR, who lost 2 positions on that last lap. Very close though, still, between this top 4 of Simmons, GREGG, SWAIN and Mitchell Gibbons, covered by half a second last time around. Macie Hitter by Taro Sakai, 5th and 6th. HOBSON last time around. Mitchell Gibbons is moving into third place. This is where we start to see Mitchell Gibbons' first round lap grip. Unfortunately, he can't go 3 months. Dominated the first 2 rounds of the season. Had a tricky round 3. Missed rounds 4, 5, 6 and 7, and down the inside goes Mitchell Gibbons, and look at this. This is brilliant from Gibbons, and Simmons is going to try and fight back as they're side by side. It's almost off the road, in fact indeed off the road. Gibbons forced wide there by Simmons, and well, the race is all of a sudden well and truly on. The other drivers knowing how dangerous a driver Mitchell Gibbons is in terms of their chances of winning the race. Wesley SWAIN has got up to second place in all of that. So 6.5 minutes to go. This could get very interesting indeed, because that second group from Sakai backwards is not that far away, as unfortunately Morgan Hill in the number 22 has had to come in and retire. Another runner who was second in the championship before the start of the day, so that's quite a big one for Morgan Hill. He's not had the kind of day he would have wanted. Down the inside of Jaydan GREGG goes Mitchell Gibbons, and through into third place now goes the E-plate holder. There is Ryotaro Sakai, still in 5th place, ahead of Jack Hobson and Macie Hitter. Connor Duncan not too far behind as well. The fastest driver out on the circuit now, 53.6. As down the inside goes Gibbons again for the lead. He's got past Wesley SWAIN and now past Simmons as well, and I think Jaydan GREGG has nipped through as well. So using the gaps created by Gibbons, and here comes Simmons again. Simmons back down the inside of Jaydan GREGG, retakes second place, and all of a sudden there's a bit of a gap. There's the smallest of gaps for Mitchell Gibbons to just breathe a little bit here and start to pull away. Big lap coming up for the E-plate holder. Round the final corner, Mitchell Gibbons leads in an A final for the first time, I think, since round 2 of the championship. 0.37 of a second into the lead. Connor Duncan is flying though, has just set the fastest lap of the race so far, 53.41. Closing in on Macie Hitter. That's the battle for 7th place at the moment. Still plenty of time left in the running of this one. Can Ethan Simmons and Jaydan GREGG do anything to work together and catch Mitchell Gibbons? I think they are at the moment. They're just reeling it back in ever so slightly on this first lap with Gibbons in the lead. Yes, they've taken a 10th out of Gibbons' lead. As down the inside there, that looked like Jack Hobson going for a move on Ryotaro Sakai for 5th place. And the gap between 5th and first and 5th is closing down. 1.66 seconds is the gap now. Let's check what it is this time around. This could be a really, really tight A final as we get into the late. Oh no, as Riley Wright is off! Oh, one novice in the final has had an issue there and pulled off to driver's left. And that's a real shame. He was in 26th position, moving up through the field. Oh dear, that is gutting for Riley Wright, who's walking up to the top of Christmas Corner, up to the Marshall post to safety. But what a shame, but he'll still be top novice here today in Honda Cadet. That's a brilliant effort from the driver of the number 70. 3 and a bit minutes to go then. Still Mitchell Gibbons leading, but only by 0.2 of a second. In fact, not leading anymore, because is that a change for the lead that we've seen? I know there's a challenge going on now. Jaydan GREGG being challenged, and up on the side! Big hit on Ethan Simmons. Ethan Simmons survives. How on earth did he not lose control there of the number 23? And look at the gaggle of karts behind now. We've talked about 4, 5, 6 karts in a Honda Cadet battle. There's a yellow flag out for the broken down kart of the number 70, Riley Wright. They're past that now and back to green, and Jaydan GREGG pops into second place, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I count about 8 karts in this lead battle, and it's growing because Ewan CHARMAN's coming onto the back of this. Gustavs USAKOVS is coming onto the back of this. 2.5 minutes to go. Ethan Simmons is back in the lead, but will he stay there? GREGG goes down the inside. That's a great move from Jaydan GREGG onto the back straight. Wesley SWAIN is now alongside. This is fantastic stuff in Honda Cadet, and Wesley SWAIN to the front now. Mitchell Gibbons has been shuffled down, I think, to about 5th place and maybe further. 6th place, 7th place now. This is remarkable, and there's still 2 minutes of this to go. Wesley SWAIN leads by 0.09 of a second ahead of Jaydan GREGG, who's arguably been the fastest driver here at Whilton Mill so far today. Ryotaro Sakai has somehow ended up down in 10th place. I've no idea how that's happened. Mitchell Gibbons now on the fight back, gets down the inside of Jack Hobson, takes 6th place, and there's a way forward there to push, because any one of these drivers that you see in your screen right now could win this race. Even Aston MACANDREW-UREN's coming into this in 11th place, and Josh AGAMBAR in 12th place. 1 minute 15 to go. Still very close out there is Jaydan GREGG, just waiting to make the moment, make the pass to take the win. That would be very heads-up driving. 1 minute to go, so there'll still be time on the clock at this lap. So there's 3 laps. 3 laps for Wesley SWAIN to hold out here for a remarkable victory. But here comes Jaydan GREGG up to Christmas corner on the inside. Jaydan GREGG to the lead here at Whilton Mill. This is a remarkable Honda Cadet final, one of the best I've seen this year. Ethan Simmons is now down the inside of Wesley SWAIN, going for 2nd place. Now, did he get the move done? Who's that going slowly? It is the... it's the leader! Oh, Jaydan GREGG has had a problem. I think he had contact with Ethan Simmons through Ashby Corner, and he's out of any kind of contention, and the race is completely blown up in terms of, no, it's not there, they all are. That was another group that we were looking at momentarily. So who's got the lead now? I think SWAIN has got back into the lead, but he's got a bit of a gap now to Mitchell Gibbons just behind, and then a whole gaggle of cars behind. It's Connor Duncan. Connor Duncan somehow has come through to lead this race. Where on earth has that come from? And he's all of a sudden got 1 lap to go. It's Duncan from Gibbons. Simmons still there in 3rd. USAKOVS 4th. HOBSON, Sakai, Hitter, CHARMAN, SWAIN, MACANDREW-UREN. This is the most crackers Honda Cadet A final I think I've commentated on all of this season. Can Connor Duncan, the O-plate holder, win out here? He's got only a couple of corners to go, but Mitchell Gibbons is on the charge. The E-plate holder, first time back here at Whilton Mill Kart Club since round 3 of the season, has had a really tough season, and he's got on the inside. What a manoeuvre that is by Mitchell Gibbons, and is he going to win this? Yes, he is, in the most remarkable race I think I've seen this year. Mitchell Gibbons wins round 8 of the Honda Cadet Whilton Mill Kart Club Championship. No, we're on this, 1 more to go. Apologies, I got ahead of myself. Mitchell Gibbons is still there in the lead, trying to hold off here. Ethan Simmons, oh, there's contact there between Connor Duncan and Ethan Simmons is off the road. Can Gibbons hold on? He's done this before. Can he do it again? Down into Ashby Corner for the final time. He's still there in the lead. Connor Duncan's trying to find his way through. And there's a move there, almost contact with Gustavs USAKOVS. Onto the back straight then. Mitchell Gibbons, as I mentioned a lap before, can he hold on to this? Ethan Simmons has a look up the inside of Oscar Duncan, but not this time. This time they'll see the checkered flag. Mitchell Gibbons comes round the final corner for a remarkable victory back at Whilton Mill Kart Club. He wins round 8 of the Whilton Mill Kart Club Honda Cadet Championship, his 3rd A final win of the year. Absolutely brilliant from Gibbons.